So I'm here tonight to tell you the bigger game is generosity, right? Generosity. Now, the distinction that I had to make is, and if you grew up the way I did, or you experienced it the way that I did, the distinction that I had to make was generosity has to come from a place of self-determinism. Think about it, it's kind of like taxes. If I force you to give money and you didn't choose it and you weren't interested in the cause and it wasn't something that you were actually like on board with, were you really being generous? Right? And this goes both ways, because this gives you permission to look back and say, okay, great. Well, there were times maybe for me growing up as a kid where for me, that wasn't generosity. So I don't need to worry about, okay, well, I don't like the charitable thing and this and that because we had to go without. That wasn't generosity. I had no say in the matter. That was equivalent of taxation. Right? Like prosperity being taken from me means being taken from me, and I didn't actually have any push behind making it happen. Right? Because generosity really doesn't have to do with finances. It has to do with an attitude, and it has to do with a decision to do something bigger than myself. And I can express that, sure, through money and through finances, but I can express that through a lot of other ways. Now, specifically with this, if you've got the means to do with finances, that's definitely a goal. Right? But generosity has to be based on self-determinism. For me, what that means is it means I have to say, hey, yeah, I'm willing to do this. I'm interested in doing this. The thing I'm doing it for is something that matters to me, right? There are certain causes where, yeah, it might be a donation, but it's not something I'm interested in. And so I'm not motivated to do it because I'm not interested, right? So it has to be self-determined. There has to be interest. Okay. And then for me specifically, one of the other ones there has to be is involvement. Right? Like I can't give money to a project that I'm never going to know what happens, right? Like I'm not that person. I'm not that way with my business. I'm not that way with my investments. That's a big reason why Wealth Dynamics exists, is because that's how investing used to be for me, both as a financial advisor and as an investor. I would just give it to someone else, right? They do it all. And then I hope that they did a good job, right? I don't like that. I like to inspect. I like to check on things. I like to have my thumb on the pulse. And so having some level of involvement, whether that's time or whether that's just finding out what happens, right? Like if we're, let's say, doing a human rights campaign in a different country that maybe their human rights are being violated, it's great for me to give money, right? I'm interested in that. It's something I want to do, but I want to know what's happening. I might want to be involved. I might want to go there. I might want to be able to speak to the executives in charge. I might want, a report on, what's happening and how things are going and if they need more help or exactly what my money went to. Okay, so these for me are the big three behind generosity. It needs to be self-determined. It needs to be something I'm genuinely interested in. And then I need to have some level of involvement in it. Otherwise, again, it's not my idea. It's not something I like. And then it's completely like low responsibility. I just give the money away, check the box. I did my tithe. I did my offering. I did my donation. I did my whatever. And that's kind of it. If you were wondering, what does Wealth Dynamics do? How can we actually help you? Number one, if you haven't gotten a copy of my book, Blueprint to Financial Freedom, grab one now. You can get that down in the comments in the video. You can get the link for that. Number two, we do a free course on Fridays on personal finance. Okay, you can also get the link for the description there too. And then finally, if you have a desire to start getting help walking through these different phases toward financial freedom, book a call with my team. Go to our website, set up a call. We're able to help out and answer questions. That's how we can help you. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you turn notifications on, and I will talk to you guys on the next video.